Tonight, before you fall asleep, ask yourself one question. Were you happy today? Most people can't answer that quickly. Happiness feels like something that happens to us, not something we build. But that's not quite true. Researchers at the University of California, led by psychologist Sonia Lyubomirsky, found something surprising. Only about 10% of our happiness comes from our circumstances. Not your house, not your salary, not even your relationship status. So where does the rest come from? Roughly 50% is genetic, a kind of happiness set point you're born with. But the remaining 40%? That's habit. That's daily choice. That's something you control. Let's start with habit number 1, gratitude. Dr. Robert Emmons at UC Davis ran a decade of studies on this. People who wrote down 3 things they were grateful for, just 3 every single day, reported measurably higher life satisfaction within weeks. Why does this work? Because your brain has something called a negativity bias. It's wired to scan for threats, not blessings. Gratitude forces it to look the other way, on purpose. Habit number 2, movement. Not a marathon, not a gym membership, just 20 minutes of walking. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies tracked over 1 million people. Exercise days were linked to significantly fewer reported bad mental health days than non-exercise days. Your body releases endorphins when you move. But here's the part most people miss. It's not really about the endorphins. It's about proving to yourself that you can start something and finish it. That's a happiness habit hiding inside a fitness habit. Habit number 3, connection. Harvard ran the longest study on happiness in human history. Over 80 years. Thousands of participants. One finding towered above every other. Close relationships, more than money, more than fame, more than career success, kept people happy and healthy across their entire lives. Not hundreds of friends, a few real ones. People you call, people who call you back. Habit number 4, sleep. This one sounds boring, but consider this. A single night of poor sleep can reduce your positive emotional response the next day by measurable amounts, according to sleep researchers at UC Berkeley. You cannot think your way to happiness on 4 hours of sleep. Your brain simply won't let you. Habit number 5, giving. Here's the strange part. Spending money or time or effort on someone else produces a stronger happiness spike than spending it on yourself. Researchers at the University of British Columbia proved this with a simple experiment. They gave people cash, told half to spend it on themselves and half to spend it on others. By evening, the givers were happier. Every single time. Habit number 6, nature. Researchers tracked people's mood in real time using a smartphone app that pinged thousands of participants throughout their day, wherever they happened to be. The results were consistent. People reported significantly higher happiness in green and natural spaces compared to urban ones. A park, a garden, even a tree-lined street beat a shopping street almost every time. You don't need a forest. A short walk near grass, water, or trees for as little as 10 minutes measurably lowers stress and quiets the kind of repetitive negative thinking that keeps people stuck in a bad mood. It's not about escaping your life. It's about occasionally stepping outside the concrete version of it. So why doesn't everyone do these 6 things? Because none of them feel urgent. There's no emergency pushing you toward gratitude, or movement, or connection, or sleep, or giving, or getting outside. Nothing forces you. But maybe that's exactly the point. The most important habits rarely announce themselves as important. They just quietly compound. A little bit every day until one day you look back and realize your life feels different. You won't be able to point to the exact day it happened because there wasn't one. There were just quiet choices made again and again until they turned into who you are. You don't have to start with all 6. Pick the one that feels easiest and begin tonight. So tonight, when you ask yourself that question, were you happy today? You'll have an answer. Not because happiness found you, but because you built it, one small habit at a time.